Once again, a very good morning to all our viewers on FanCode and the official YouTube channel of the ACC. You're watching the ACC Men's T20I Cup, and of course, we are coming to you live from the TCG ground in Bangkok. It's another day, and we have some more Group B encounters for you. In the first game of the day, it's Singapore taking on Thailand in match number 11. The toss happened some time ago. Babashish was down there with the two captains. Let's head across to find out what happened.
Right then, must-win encounter for Thailand. Of course, Singapore will be hoping they double down the advantage. I've got everyone who matters right now for this toss. I've got Aritra, who's leading Singapore. I've got Austin, of course, who's captain Thailand. And on the extreme left, the match official, Mr. Iftikhar Ahmed. Aritra, you've got the coin. Give it a flip. Heads is the call. Tails it is. It's up to Singapore then. Aritra, first up, what do you prefer?
We'll have a bat again.
Right then, the surface that you batted looks slightly different than this one. Any changes in the approach, or you try to do the same thing?
I think just put runs on the board and put pressure on the opposition to chase it down. That's our formula for the day.
Right then, what we saw in that batting lineup is that you took your time initially, but then there was explosiveness to move on inside the power play. Then there was support down the order. You'll be hoping to replicate the same. What sort of a score do you think you want to give them?
Absolutely. I think the template remains the same. I think first 4 overs there'll be a bit of movement. There's a bit of moisture on the surface. But then after that, I think we've got depth in batting order to capitalize in the middle overs. So I think anything between 170 to 180 would be a good score on this wicket.
All right. Good luck for this one then, Arthur. Austin, and have a chat. First up, must-win encounter altogether. Happy to be bowling first?
Yeah, actually we had the plan and happy to use the moisture early up on the wicket. There is a little bit on the wicket. Just checked in the morning. I think we'll be happy to use that.
Are you second guessing the batting approach anymore? It's going to stay the same?
No, the intent remains the same. Whatever happened in the first game, that's past us now. I'm looking forward to it.
We are looking forward to it too. Good luck then. Right then, that's the news from the centre. Singapore, they've won the toss. They're doing what they did in that first game. Put runs on the board.
Singapore winning the toss, electing to bat first. Aritra Datta got a very fine half-century in that first game that they played. And they got off to a flying start in that particular game. Look at that strike rate of 193, 7 fours, 3 sixes in his innings of 56. We would want to repeat the good work of the previous game. Alongside him is Rohan Rangarajan, missed out in that first game. He would want to make amends here. Taking the new ball for Thailand. Their experienced campaigner, Andre Koitse. 4 overs, 1 for 20, his figures. In that previous game that Thailand played. Almost set for action to begin here on another beautiful sunny morning. Alongside me in the comm box is Babashish Nanda. We'll say good morning to him in a bit. First ball down the leg side, looks to clip it away off the thighs, I believe. And that will be 4 leg byes to begin proceedings. On that note, good morning, Babashish.
Aritra Datta will be hungry because he got out to a really loose delivery. Slow on off stump, just played around the front pad in that innings. Got a quick fire half century, so he'll be hoping that this time when he gets in, he can go on and go big. Interesting bit of field placing from Andre Koitse. He's got a deep square leg. That's because the solitary wicket that he got was off a bouncer. Usually operates around the 5-meter mark, but then has that surprise bouncer, which he'll be hoping he can use in this first spell. Shot of length once again, this time to the right of that fielder. That goes for 4 this time with the bat. Aritra Datta has almost started from where he'd left off.
Not great signs these for Thailand. That was nicely clipped away off his pads. I get a feeling that Koitse has got his line wrong to start proceedings. He's been a little too leg side.
Yes, even the middle stump line would have been okay. Once again, then and there. This time Lot in front. That allows Aritra the single. Brings Rohan on strike, as you mentioned. Couldn't capitalize on that opportunity that very first game. Because he's facing his first ball. Maybe, just maybe, Andre Kodze would love to set him up with a fuller ball right now. And then the follow-up ball should be that short ball or the bouncer.
The fact that he brings the ball back into the right-hander, he should bowl full around off in middle. More like that. But then when you're bowling that line, the batter in a way knows that that ball is not going straight. It is coming back in. Just have to bowl slightly closer to the off stump from where the ball can go either way.
Just get a feeling, Nishant, that ball was just for optics. He wasn't really trying to get him out off the front foot. I'd be really surprised if he goes through this over without that mean bouncer that he's got. That one came back in sharply. Not a bouncer, just short of length.
He too must be warming up, Koetsi.
Yeah, last game they played, they lost that game. He batted for a long time. Straight away took a plunge in the pool. He said, my legs needed that.
Final delivery of the first over. There's the shortish delivery again, easily defended by Rohan. End of the first over, it's 9 without loss.
Thailand haven't made a change because there was nothing wrong with the team. It was the approach that went wrong. Singapore have brought in a left-arm spinner. And that is Anish Edward Param. Rahul Sharma, the tall quickie, has been rested for this particular game. Otherwise, Singapore will be hoping their batting lineup, which is, well, centered around Aritra Datta and then Surendran Chandra Mohan down the order. He got a lovely 80 in that first game. And Ramesh Kalimuthu is their new ball bowler. With the new ball from the far end is another left-arm quickie, Thakur.
Yes, most teams yearn for left-arm quickies, and Thailand are blessed with a couple of them at the top. Was expensive in his debut match, the previous one, 4 overs, 2 for 45.
Yeah, conceded some runs towards the end. But did threaten every now and then to pick up a wicket. He's got mid-on, mid-off up to Aritra. And he starts with the bouncer. He's gloved it. Aritra walks. Bouncer, the ploy very much has worked for Thailand once again. Dare I say, they've been the only bowling outfit who have consistently used this weapon. And this one came back in.
Yes, Aritra Datta didn't even look at the umpire. He just walked because he had gloved it. What a start for Mukesh. Aritra Datta departs for 5 of 4.
In at number 3 is Reza Ghaznavi. Comes out there. Must have seen that dismissal, and that must play on his mind. That Mukesh is hitting the deck hard. He got that one to come back in. I think that is what got Aritra.
But does Mukesh have a Yorker?
He does. Tried a few with the older ball. But this is the perfect time to deliver the same. First ball. No, he's gone short and wide. Reza finds deep. Third fielder. Singapore are doing what Thailand did when they batted first. They're going after everything. Number 3 gets a first ball duck.
Well, that was really a very bad ball to get out too. Short, wide outside the off stump. He could have literally put it anywhere he would have wanted. It's just that he wanted to hit hard. He wanted 6 out of it. And that's the reason he has holed out to the deep.
Absolutely lack of control when you're playing the first shot. Never wanted to keep it down. Now he's back in the hut. I remember a story that I heard some time back, and Jack Callis was talking about his preparations before every game, barring, the shortest format that he plays these days, the T10. He's talking about proper cricket, Test cricket, ODI cricket, T20 cricket. He said, most of the practice that I do, as we look at Surendran Chandramohan's numbers, 82 glorious runs in that first outing. Right now, Thakur is on a hat-trick. And Callis spoke about most of the practice that I did was practicing the start of the innings, which is my defensive game. Defending the ball, countering swing, looking solid out there. Because no matter how many shots I've got, if I'm not getting myself in, I'm never going to score the runs. On a hat-trick, Mukesh holds it down the leg side, still on a hat-trick.
Yes, Mukesh Kumar playing his second T20I here has done a wonderful job. Another Mukesh Kumar playing his second test has not been able to do anything.
Picked up a wicket towards the end, that's about it. He didn't get a wicket, in fact, in that particular game. I think there was a late move to why Siraj was rested for this game. He didn't have any injury of sorts. It's just they're managing the workload.
Good thinking, I would say. Pretty good thinking indeed. But I would have probably played Washi instead of Mukesh Kumar, to be very honest. Opens the face of the blade. Easy single taken this time.
And so more of Callis, and he talks about how to practice assessing the conditions. And he does by just batting on different surfaces, so that he gives himself the challenge for the first 20 odd deliveries to look at what sort of a surface this is, what shots I can manufacture, what shots will come easy to me here. When you practice all of those things, you almost manifest getting off to a good start every now and then. It might not be a flyer, you might not be getting boundaries straight away, but you will be in. Punched off the back foot. Diving effort at backward point, will still be a run.
So 2 for 3 right now. And will be very pleased with the way he has started off. The wicket of the first 2 deliveries that he has bowled.
Do you think now bowling actually fuller to Surendran is your best chance? He's got that little stomping action just before he starts getting into the shot. Out. Slow death comes. 3 in the over. Surendran gets the full ball. That is his Achilles heel at the start of most right-handers at the start. What a second game for his country, for Thakur.
There's absolutely no doubt about it. It was full, it was coming back in. Surendran looking to flick it away. And the bull, he departs for 1 of 3. Not quite the bull today, it's the bear.
The color much more darker, and there are 2 separate ends almost when you bat. When you bat from the far end, it's much more grassier. That is the end where Thakur has just got 3 wickets, and when you bat from the commentary box end, there's a drier patch. So the spinners will come into play when they bowl from the far end, that is. Aritra Datta spoke about this. He said the first 4 overs will be crucial. Let's just get through that and then attack. The top order hasn't managed to get past the second over, let alone the 4th. Andre Kodse, more of the same, please.
Yes, bowling outside the off, bowling full, and now with those 3 wickets in hand, I think the bowlers will be tempted to bowl an attacking line and length here. Now the thought will not be about not giving away runs. The thought will be about pushing the Singapore batsmen further onto the back foot.
Back foot in terms of intent. Front foot in real, so that the bouncer becomes trouble. Very well played though. Managed the bounce, dropped his hands at that. Steers that down to the 3rd fielder for a run.
So that will bring Anish on strike. Anish Param, the left arm orthodox bowler you're talking about, Babashish. Before he rolls his arm over, his batting will be on display. Coetzee to bowl to him. Oh, shuffles across. Very dangerous thing to do.
Yeah, you could see how Coetzee reacted to that shuffle. He must be licking his lips. Once you shuffle, not just the fuller ball becomes difficult, even that bouncer becomes really deadly. Because once you shuffle, you're almost forcing yourself to play at that. Very difficult to duck from there, that position. Left alone. Andre Coetzee has a little word for Anish. Thailand, they must be hurting after that first game. Look how they've made a comeback here.
Coetzee into his 2nd over. He's seen his partner pick up 3 in 1 over. Must be absolutely thrilled, Mukesh, there. Oh, that's the inside edge, and Anish will get off the mark. This is a superb opportunity for Thailand to really just come out all guns blazing. Whoever comes on to bowl now, straight away go for the attack. That's a great position to be in. Oh, well bowled. Very well bowled. That one came back in. And had Rohan in trouble. 3 runs coming off that over. 3 ball. It's 15 for 3.
Mukesh Kumar Thakur was on a hat-trick in his very first over. 3 for 3. Late cut. Rohan plays that down to the third fielder. Very important, both Rohan and Anish are looking to score in front here and not square up. While trying to look to score in front, they might not cash in the opportunities that is provided, but at least they won't get out, which I believe is the first objective here.
Walks down the track and blocks it. Yes, suddenly everything has changed. Both the half-centurions of the previous game are back in the hut. They've lost 3 in 1 over. And Singapore are looking down the barrel.
Again, another opportunity for top order batters to get some tough runs, which has been missing in this tournament. Left alone nicely. Anish showing purpose there, even with the last ball where he came down the track. That is positive intent. Presented full face of the bat. Almost talking to yourself works at this point of time. Don't let the bowler dictate the terms. You stick to your process, stay in your bubble.
He's looking for that full delivery. But I think Anish did take a couple of steps forward to make it into a full toss and pushed it for a single.
So easy right now, Nishant, as a batter to be overwhelmed with the spell that is on offer. And you start thinking about his strengths, his best ball, all of that stuff. If you can just think about your game and what is your best technique right now to get through this phase, if you can just focus on that more often than not, you will be successful.
He's thinking about the cut, but letting it go at the last minute, Rohan. That's another dot ball. Right up there again, he was looking for that full delivery. Inside edge, single taken, 4 overs bowled, it's 18 for 3.
Most experienced spinner in the lineup. Fonsena Montre. Early change from the Thailand captain.
Good start. Very good place to land the ball.
I won't be surprised if Nofon gets some turns straight away. As we have spoken before, a little bit of moisture should aid the ball to stop and turn. This one just came back in with the arm, gone through that fielder, but good recovery indeed. Other than that, would you have given Kodze an extended spell too? I'm pretty sure Thakur will get it.
I think that's the reason they've not given the extended spell to Kodze. Probably wanting to keep an extra over of Kodze in case they need him to break a partnership. Because Thakur should bowl another over is what I believe.
Thakur should bowl out here.
Oh, that's gone through. Slightly sloppy in the field. That's the second misfield in the over. The first one didn't cost anything. This one costing a single.
The run might not matter a lot, but I think Nofon would have loved to bowl few more deliveries to Rohan and see if he can spin one past the outside edge. He'll try and do the same thing to Anish. Lovely length there. It's a kind of a length where as a batter, you're just tempted to go after. But looking at the situation, you might just make an half attempt, and therein lies the opportunity.
Again, he's sticking to that length brilliantly. Quick single taken this time. Final delivery of the fifth over then. That's the arm ball. And that will be the end of the over. 5 overs bowled, 20 for 3.
Austin thinking differently. He's changed both the new ball bowlers. Third seamer in the side, Chanchai Penkumta, who only picked up wickets with the older ball. With the new ball, he was slightly expensive. Very lucky again not to chop it back onto the stumps, Anish.
It's good start for Chanchai. I think that first over that he bowled in the previous game, that was a little misdirected. After that, he came back well.
Yes, he was the best when he kept dealing in cutters with the older ball. Little bit of shape away. And I think he changed the release point for that ball too, Nishant. Bit of round arm, that's why that ball went away.
And also the way he released the ball was a little different. Seemed as if he did something with his finger.
Yeah, he goes pretty sidearm for that particular action. Dropped. Straightforward catch to short cover. Hands on the head for Chanchai. Thailand have let go of an opportunity here. Real chance to put Singapore in more trouble.
That should have been taken, and really Thailand can't afford to do any of that here. Goes back and defends it. And that is a dot ball. Luntaraj putting that catch down.
Yeah, you got to keep the intensity up. More so when you're on top. This is a format, if you don't take the advantage and kill the game, there's so many chances for the opposition to make a comeback. Gone through him straight away. Chanchai doesn't really know how that has missed the stumps.
Again, they could have taken 3 forms of wickets of that delivery. Bold caught behind LBW. Everything was on the cards. None happened in the end.
Left alone could be a wide. Is a wide. Chanchai will have to find a way and get the outswinger going from the conventional action too. Sometimes it can be difficult, but the very second you drop the arm, batter has got a real sighter of what you're trying to do. Shot. Drilled through covers. Rohan did sight that one nicely, ends the power play with a boundary. A power play that has been dominated by the Thailand bowlers. 26 for 3 are Singapore.
That's the power play for you. Started off with 4 leg byes and a boundary off the bat. And then Aritra Datta edging that one to the wicket keeper. First ball of Mukesh's spell. The very next ball, uppercut attempted, hit straight to the fielder at Thurman. And then in the same over, Surendran falling to a brilliant delivery. Then that boundary to round things off.
Power play done. Thailand would still love to have 5 fielders in, to be honest. They've got 4 right now. Let's see which is that fielder they can actually get in the circle. They've got a deep fine leg right now. They can actually make that into short fine leg and have it a little squarer to stop the single.
Skipping down the track on that occasion, drives it straight to the fielder at mid-off.
In fact, long off is back. I would have a mid-off here, right? Can attack there too. And ask him to force his way through the offside. Just what Rohan has done here. And suddenly the keeper has gone up. So has the umpire.
The only thing that probably might go in favor of Nofon is that if Rohan has overbalanced.
Tell you what, that body language of Rohan, I don't know if he's low-key confident or he doesn't know.
Well, the way he called for drinks right away, it seemed as if he's sure of staying there. Waiting for the umpire's verdict then.
Looks like now we're still waiting for the decision. Suddenly the Thailand players who were in a huddle, they have moved out from that huddle. 27 for 3 are Singapore. Their fans will be hoping this appeal gets turned out to be nothing. But must be something, it's taking a while. Legal delivery, all right. Now we'll look at the other end. On the line. On the line is this frame. We need the frame before and the after. Looks out. Drags forward on the line right now. Bails out of the groove. Nothing behind that line. Is my first impression, Nishant.
Well, mine too, to be very honest. But we'll have to wait and watch what the umpire thinks. Because this is one of those borderline calls which are subjective.
As you said, subjective to the umpire who's ruled this in favor of the batter. And of course, they do have different angles too to look at. So the conclusion was there was something behind that very thick white line.
Rohan survives a close call, then he will be delighted. No fun to continue. We'll have to do something different to pick up a wicket here. Singapore, the run rate right now is just over 4 runs and over. Flattish delivery is hit that well, but will only pick up a single.
Beaten again, appealed for the stumping. The keeper this time, the umpire is not interested. He'll stay at 28 for 3 after 7. Singapore themselves have a few spinners in their lineup. They've included a left-arm spinner. They also have Harsha, the leggy. So Rohan and Anish need to fight for these runs and make sure that you get up to that 120, 130 at least. And hope that in that ultra-aggressive form of batting, Thailand gives you a few chances and you take them.
That's the best approach, and he digs it in this time. A little too straight for the umpire's liking. That will be a wide.
I like that from Chanchai though. While his stock ball is the one that comes back in, and then the slingy one that takes it away. If he can mix them up with the bouncer, he'll become a much more difficult bowler to face, especially when batters are trying to be defensive.
Again, that length is pretty much on the shorter side, if you ask me.
Also, it's interesting, Nishant, how the approach of the batter dictates the mood of the bowler. Chanchai in the last game, when he was almost bowling defensively, never tried the bouncer, never tried the slingy delivery.
Coming down the track this time. Almost chipping it to the fielder there. Of course, he needed to be very straight, which he wasn't.
And today, when Singapore are 3 down, suddenly you see Chanchai coming up with those kind of deliveries, experimenting.
It's because, as we said, when the 3 wickets were lost in that second over itself, that now it's not about stopping the flow of runs. Now it's all about keeping the pressure on the batters. Full outside the off stump, uppishly driven. Land safe, will just be a single.
Another day that shot could have carried straight to that fielder. He's kept the mid-off up. Anish giving himself room. This time to the left of the sweeper fielder, who comes around, does very well to keep it down to just 1. Also, the surface will get much better to bat on. So Rohan and Anish, what they're looking at right now, in the next, say, 2 overs or so, come the 10th over, this whatever moisture was there, that would have disappeared.
Again, full and swinging this time, looking to drive. Just a single.
In fact, if you look at the color already, Nishant, it looks a lot lighter from how it started. So whatever moisture was there, that has disappeared. This now is a very good batting surface, and Thailand will have the advantage to start batting on a good surface come the second innings.
Five runs coming from that over. 8 overs bowled, it's 33 for the loss of 3 wickets. Sarawat Maliwan, another left arm spinner coming into the attack. In that first game was expensive, 2 overs, none for 24. Nice opportunity for him to come and bowl here. Reverse attempted, reverse executed, but not that well. Just a single.
I wonder if Austin is looking to get away with few overs here, which is the opposite of the brand of cricket Thailand wants to play.
Yes, when you say we want to play positive cricket, you have to mean it both with the bat and with the ball. Because this is a pretty defensive ploy, and he again looks to go for that.
I mean, viewers might be thinking 2 balls, and Rohan and Anish, they're looking to take a chance against Sarawat, and that itself is a good option. But here you're dependent on how the batter plays you to pick up a wicket. That was short, flatter, and not exactly bowlers coming on and dictating terms, which they should, with the opposition being 35 for 3. So this is a bit of a surprise from Austin Lazarus.
If Sarawat can show us that he's got something in him, that is a very good shot. Anish just planting that foot across and sweeping it away for a boundary.
tactically empowering himself with that sweep shot. Keeper up to the stumps. That's why a lovely lunge forward so that you don't miss that. And with the short fine leg up, easy pickings. 6 runs of the first 4 balls in this over. Pressure just starting to get released. Thailand would hope that somehow Sarawat can salvage the rest of the over. Another single, 7 already. And they're through. This is a chunky over for them. From where they are, getting a 7-run over just lets you breathe easy for the next over. Next couple of overs, in fact.
Final delivery of Sarawat's first over here. Wanted a single but sent back. 9 overs done, it's 40 for 3.
No Phone is the first of them bowlers to bowl a third. And you would have hoped and expected that both the new ball bowlers would, at least one of them, Mukesh, should have got a third by now. Inside out, just a chip. Real chance for long off. He takes it easily. Anish, after doing all the hard work with Rohan, suddenly plays a shot out of nowhere. A soft dismissal indeed.
Well, that was a nothing shot. He was neither playing it along the ground for a single, nor he was trying to play the aggressive shot over the top. It was somewhere in between. Looked like being very lazy there. Anish departs for 13 of 17. Just when a partnership was building, Thailand have got the breakthrough again.
The fall of that wicket, umpires have decided it's time to call for the drinks. Aman Desai. Solitary left-hander in this batting lineup so far. He'll have the matchup in favour. I don't think that means much to Aman right now. He's not thinking big runs. He's going to once again put his head down, I hope, with Rohan and try and build another partnership. Take it till the 13th, 14th over mark. Even deeper. 15th, 16th over mark, dare I say, with them being 4 down. So for the good 6 overs or so, good half an hour, 40 minutes, they got to bat and bat well for them to come back in this game. Well played. It's straight to the fielder.
So no fun into his 3rd over, and I don't know, maybe he might as well bowl out here. No fun. Off the back foot this time. That has been nicely played towards square third man.
Also, Nishan, now there shouldn't be any doubt whether you want to bring one of your pacers back.
Well, next over I would get Mukesh Kumar in.
I would actually bowl 2 overs between Thakur and Kotse now. Back-to-back 2 overs.
Yeah, maybe what can be done is the 10th over is, in fact, the 11th over is bowled by Mukesh. The 12th over, again, no fun. And 13th over by Koetsi.
Yes, you're right. That is the ideal way to go if you want to just cut short this Singapore innings. Bad ball down the leg side. He's got protection for that. Swept for a run.
And then the 14th over, Chanchai can come back.
Don't worry about getting through your overs right now. Think about how can you get them 7 down, 8 down. Down the track, half a hit. Doesn't carry to that straight fielder.
Yeah, any more bat on that one, and that would have gone straight to the fielder there. And that's the captain. No, it's Thakur, in fact, beg your pardon.
Kind of a day he's having. He would have ensured there was more bat onto that. Aman having a light-hearted conversation with the keeper here. Just trying to forget the situation. Focus on the ball. And blocks. At the halfway mark, 44 for 4.
Ten overs done with, 10 overs to go. Sarawat to continue into his 2nd over here. And appeal for a stumping. This could be close. They've gone upstairs and the smile on Richard's face has just got a little wider. Welcome, Richard. Very good morning.
Well, thank you. The morning so far has gone very well for Thailand. Thakur taking 3 wickets in his first over. And the pressure has been kept up. Singapore have not been able to get out of Thailand's grip.
Rohan looked to be in a tangle. That's a legitimate delivery, all right. And now let's take a look at this end. There he goes, well outside the crease. And he's gone.
That is definitely out. So a 5th wicket has been claimed by Thailand in the 11th over. The umpire has given him out after reviewing upstairs. Half the Singapore side are out. Their opener, Rajan, is out for 15.
This time there was absolutely nothing. It was just drawn forward and he kept getting forward. Well, Avi Dikshit is another left-hander then. Left-hand bat. Bowled 4 overs in the previous game, and Sarawat has proved both me and Babashish wrong here. Outside edge produced, and it goes past the fielder there. Senamantri. That's a boundary out of nowhere. Just get a feeling that probably Senamantri should have given it a chase rather than diving.
I think Thailand have done extremely well to limit the number of boundaries. I think that was the 4th boundary of the innings. Definitely off the outside edge there. If there'd been a slip, might have been able to get another wicket.
Yes, that is the only area which probably have not been very impressed with Richard, is that Austin could have been a little more aggressive with the field set and his choice of bowlers as well, especially when they are in such a good position. Nicely driven. Single taken.
Yeah, I must agree with you really that Thailand should be looking to bowl out Singapore rather than just restrict the run rate. And we still have got 4 overs of the left arm seamers. I was quite surprised they didn't get a 3rd over in the power play, but look, you can't argue that they haven't worked.
Well, they have. They definitely have, but just get a feeling that, having 5 fielders inside the circle, maybe 6, to keep putting the pressure on Singapore, to force them to try and go for shots. And, huge gap on the onside there for the batter to tap and run. And Rohan and Anish really stitched together a partnership because they found it very easy to knock the ball around and pick up singles. That's it straight to the fielder this time.
Well, it is interesting. The last time these two countries played was in the Asian Games, and Singapore only made 152, but it was still enough.
11 overs bowled, 49 for 5.
So this is Nopon Senamantri bowling his last over. Bowled well against Singapore in previous matches.
It was a very good move here to let him bowl out, and he's bowling from round the wicket to the left-hander that's been tickled away. Single taken.
But it is interesting that 2 left-arm spinners are bowling against 2 left-handed batsmen. I'm sure if we were doing matchups in other forms of cricket, it wouldn't be the plan.
Well, I've never been a big fan of matchups. I always feel that your best bowler should bowl irrespective of whether the matchup is in favour or not. I mean, you can't say Ravi Ashwin can't bowl to right-handers, can you?
You can't. And that's the 50 up now in the 12th over. So the rate is still just over 4 and over.
Avi on strike, batting on 6 at the moment. Well bowled again. You see, these singles are coming very easily, and that is what they need to stop. Because if they keep knocking the ball around, picking up singles, you never know. A couple of good overs, 120 might be on. Appeal, but it's very difficult to get a decision in favor from that angle.
So again, it's interesting that 10 out of the 12 overs have been bowled by left arm bowlers.
Easy single again. They picked up 4 singles in this over. The odd boundary has kept coming. Avi on strike. 7 of 5 is what he's got. Aman batting on 5 of 9. Final delivery of no phone spell. Clipped away. Quick single taken. And they will pick up an extra run off the overthrow. So that's 6 of the over. 12 bowled, 55 for 5.
So this Manhattan shows that the first over of the innings bowled by Jandre Kurtzer was the most expensive, but since then Thailand have been excellent, and now it's Jandre's turn to bowl his second spell. He bowled in the middle of the innings in the first game and did well, but he'd be looking for wickets now.
Yes, let's find out what he's doing right now. Two overs, none for 8 his figures. Beautiful start to the over.
Getting some swing now. Very experienced bowler with a long career in South Africa. He came here to work as a teacher and only really discovered cricket after 3 or 4 years.
Excellent stuff. Length ball outside the off stump.
But you can see how skillful he is. An excellent bowler. 300 first class wickets, I think.
Yeah, I remember first spotting him in a cricket simulation game. Short ball looks to cut, play and a miss. That is a dot ball. There's a game which I used to play a lot. A cricket management simulation game called Cricket Captain. Played a lot of it, and whenever I toured South Africa, initially in the tour games, this name would pop up. And that's how I remember he's from South Africa. Very good delivery there. Oh, he just got a hand to it and they've managed to pick up a single. After 3 dot balls, Aman has picked up a single. Now, do we see that change of delivery? Do we see that bouncer coming in from Koetsi? Yes, we do. A little misdirected though. And that will be a wide.
But the batsman could easily have gloved it to the keeper. Quite close to the gloves there.
Well, with the fine leg up in the circle, he could have easily actually, on another day, got a boundary of it as well. He was trying to get that boundary, Avi Dikshit. Now he pitches it up. The ball is moving quite a bit in this over for Andre.
That's the fourth time that a batsman has played and missed outside off stump. But yes, the ball is swinging. We saw it in the early games, but the early matches of the group stages had been dominated by the bat. But the ball's swinging again today.
Yes, it's very good to see in the 13th over of the innings. It's that phase of the game where the ball is neither old nor very new. He's still managing to get some movement. So final delivery of his penultimate over. Good over thus far. Soft hands this time. Single take and 3 runs will come off that over. 13 bowled, it's 58 for 5. Sorry looking scorecard there for Singapore. 5-1. Those 3 wickets fell in the very second over. Then a bit of a partnership between Anish and Rohan. We saw Anish getting out and then Rohan getting out in the next over itself.
It's interesting that it's Chanchai that's coming back to bowl his second spell, and they're going to save the destructive left-arm bowler Mukesh for the end of the innings. Exactly what they did against Japan, but it's very different circumstances today, with 5 wickets down already.
And he has been the wrecker in chief. Just been a little defensive in your approach. Appeal from Chanchai. Umpire not interested. Leg by signal. And Chanchai in the previous game was very dangerous in his second spell.
That's right, he took 2 wickets in his third and fourth overs. And there's still only 4 boundaries in this innings, and probably a 4-leg byes as well.
Appeal again, but right arm bowler bowling from over the wicket to a left-hander. You almost rule out LBW 9 out of 10 times. Another leg by here. Well, that looked close. There's always the doubt in the umpire's mind that the ball would have pitched outside leg. Brings Aman on strike. Pushed away, wanted a single, sent back, and rightly so. That's another dot ball. So 3 more deliveries to go. Avi Dikshit batting on 10 of 10. Clipped away. Single taken. Once again, what the bowlers have done here is they've bowled tight lines, yes, no two ways about it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that this over has been very straight. 2 LBW appeals that went for leg byes, and that ball whipped away through the leg side.
Poor delivery this time. That has been nicely put away by Aman. A full toss is a real gift. And a much needed boundary comes in for Singapore. Good looking shot there.
So Chenchai needs to find his line again.
Pulled this time, not quite timed well enough. That will be a single to finish the over. 14 bowled, 66 for 5.
So the younger left arm spinner Sarawut Maliwan has still got 2 overs to bowl. 2 overs of the last 6. Thailand have got 4 overs of pace still to bowl.
So Sarawat will bowl his 3rd over here. And straight away slogged across the line by Aman. Well, he got a boundary in the previous over. He gets a boundary in this over as well. What a shot.
Looks like the danger time for Thailand here. Need to keep Singapore under 100 if they can.
So 15 of 17 for Aman. They've got 5 more overs out after this. They're definitely looking at a 3-figure score. And if they get a couple of good overs in and touch about 120, that will be a real test. Fished from outside the off, didn't quite time it well enough.
But this is a different approach from Singapore. They're grinding their way to a decent score after losing 3 wickets in the 2nd over. They were 12 for 3, 44 for 5, I think.
Down the leg side, that will be called a wide. It's only going to help them. And Singapore, from being 3 down in the 2nd over to this, they will take it. And this time too far outside the off stump.
Feeling the pressure a bit, I think. Can't get his line right. bowling round the wicket to two left-handers is quite tricky. Normally you'd go over the wicket. That's better.
Punched down the ground for a single this time. And this over, every ball has produced a run. Plus the 2 wides. So that's 9 runs of the over already. Poor delivery, short ball, pulled away. And they'll pick up a couple. What an over this has turned out to be. 11 of this over.
First time in double figures for Singapore.
Soft hands this time. Single taken. 12 runs of the over. 15 bowled. 78 for 5.
So Thailand are still holding back their opening bowler, Mukesh Thakur, with 3 wickets in his first over. And it will be Chanchai who will now bowl his 4th over. Still think wickets would be useful.
Absolutely. And we saw a gradual curve in that Manhattan, upward curve that is, which the Singapore fans will be very thankful about.
These two have added 34 for the 6th wicket.
And just getting stronger. Chanchai prefers the cutters. Starts with that into the surface, pulled straight to deep mid wicket. Both Aman and Avi had a good look at this track and the bowlers on display. And the surface looks pretty okay now. In fact, it started as a good surface. There was a little bit of dampness, which you expect. But it's always been straightforward. When you're set, you can really take down the bowlers. Deep in the crease. Won't get the gap once again. Constantly trying to go in that region. Richard, both of them.
But it's interesting that there haven't been any 6s yet. They really have been content to keep the ball on the ground.
And also plagued by those 3 wickets, 4 wickets in fact. These two have managed to really craft this partnership.
They must have been fearing getting bowled out for 60 or 70, but they're beyond that stage now.
Mid-off up, that's where he wanted to go. This was the delivery. Avi Dixit was just sizing up to slice it over that mid-off fielder, but wasn't able to. I think Aman has just advised Avi to still bat normally. Both of them want to take it till the 17th over, I think. That's ideally what Aman wants. Let's stay there. Anything we get from here on in is a bonus, and that is good. You want to tell your partner exactly what you want out of him. Good communication. And hence, the approach changes. Avi gives it back to Aman.
They are content to play good straight balls on their merits. Just happy to take the single where it's there. If there is a bad ball, they will hit it for 4.
Absolutely.
It's a more normal approach.
And sensible indeed. Catering to the situation. Aman just wants to time it, not looking to go aerial too much, and will get couple for that. Just because he got the timing and the placement right. Never wanted to hit that out of the park. And that's the difference. That's what he must have communicated to Avi in that little conversation, Richard.
Yeah, we saw a couple of batsmen yesterday caught at long off and just couldn't carry far enough. Though our friend Etienne Bukes managed to hit 3 sixes over mid-wicket and long on.
Not like rock star Dukes. With those shots, no more the school teacher. Five of this over already. That'll make it into a 6-run over. Very much in the game. In fact, at par. Further ahead, we'll figure out. 84 for 5.
Narrow Nuntarak to bowl. It's a difficult time for him coming on in the 17th over to bowl his first over.
Austin must have got his calculations wrong at some point of time. For him to go to Narvit now. Hasn't bowled in the game. Starts with shot fine, shot third up. Aman on strike. Aman misses a straight ball, that is out. Aman thinks he's got bat onto that one. He's disappointed, he's dejected. Narvit has struck off his first ball.
Well, that was an excellent delivery. Full and straight.
Nah, I couldn't pick up any bat onto that, to be honest, but he was constantly showing the bat to the umpire, now showing the bat to dugout everybody else. But he's done with his effort. Did his best to put a partnership with Avi. Couple of boundaries, but he's missed out on accelerating.
A good partnership of 40, but Narawat striking with his first ball.
Right arm seamer. Ramesh finds his opportunity with the bat, and there is some time remaining. Well, most seamers, most spinners these days back themselves to hit a long ball. Let's see what's Ramesh got. He gets a high full toss. Skies it to the long on fielder. Is it a no ball though? One look at the square leg umpire, it is. Ramesh gets a real life here. More importantly, gives Avi Dikshit the free hit.
So without that being such a high full toss, Narrowit would be the second bowler today to take 2 wickets with his first 2 balls. But the free hit now, how far will it be hit?
Avi looking leg side. Only down the ground, it's straighter though. Long on was straighter too.
It's been quite a dramatic over so far.
Swings it away with power this time. Long levers from Ramesh. Now that shot tells you he's got a swing, he's got a real arc going on there. And if you somehow get caught in between that arc, you might trouble. Avi needs to find a boundary somehow. Deep in the crease. That could be a no ball, yes. It was so far wide, it's missed the cut strip. Second free hit in the over for Avi.
It's a real mixed bag here.
Yeah, Naravit not having bowled. Oh, that's been given as a front foot no ball. Where it ended up being, that would have been a no ball too. Knocks the middle pole over. I think that's what a mixed bag is. One lands outside the cut strip, the other one pretty much on middle stump.
Well, 3 wickets in the over there for Narrowit, but only one of them counts. One was given as a no ball and another one off the free hit from yet another no ball.
Avi must be disappointed here. This was in the slot. Went too square on the onside. And he just been holding his shape and gone straighter. Could have converted that. Does Naravit go wider outside the off stump? Does he still bowl straight? Straight it is. It's been only pushed away for a run. Singapore move on to 90. Not the kind of over they wanted.
Even with 2 no balls, it's still an over that's only conceded 6. And he got a wicket with his first ball. And showed that he can bowl well pitched up straight balls. Another one.
Lands the Yorker. Ramesh will get it. Lovely swing of the bat to dig that Yorker out and then find the gap. Boundary comes eventually, makes that into a 10-run over. 94 for 6.
Here we have Mukesh Thakur coming back. He's got 2 overs left. He's already taken 5 wickets in the tournament in the course of 6 overs.
Three for 6 so far. Avi batting on 19-21. Just the way Ramesh played that last ball, Avi will trust Ramesh here too. So single is not a bad option, it's a wide. They will run for that. Does he go to the Yorker? Hard length into the body it is, and he's got protection for that. That's good planning, good execution from Mukesh. Now for the left-hander. He's asked the backward point fielder to just go squarer so that he can bowl it fuller on the offside. It's been sliced though. Excellent cricket shot. That's a shot a set batter can manufacture. He's reached out to that, alright, but look at the face of the bat. How it opens up to then find the gap, beat long off.
And that's the 100 up for Singapore. Probably looking for 20 more runs. Should have an exciting match coming up.
I would say 30 more runs with what we have seen from Ramesh now. Gets it on the full. That's not hitting the stumps.
The umpire thinks it is.
I really thought that was going on with the angle. Avi Dikshit was so far across. It's hit the back leg. It would have gone on to miss the off. Is what I felt, but given on the field, and that's what matters. Runner ball 23 for Avi Dikshit. Both the left-handers fought really hard to get themselves in, but got out having scored only 2 fours each.
That was Mukesh Thakur's 4th wicket of the day.
Well, he's earned every bit of it. 4 for 13 now. Round the wicket. This time lands the Yorker. Within the stumps. Right, Thailand got to be ruthless here. Suddenly that 130 might not be that easy if Thailand can really finish up this tail and stop it from wagging at all down the track. Missed it completely. Mad hike, and Ramesh is not happy with himself. Looked like a little change of pace from Mukesh there. Now for the last ball of the over. I think it's safer to go for that Yorker once again. Just on the stumps. Slow and well bowled. Well disguised indeed.
So 4 for 14 for Mukesh. Singapore 102 for 7 in 18 overs.
Andre Kodze and Mukesh Thakur. Both of them have been impressive. Mukesh amongst the wickets. Andre Kodze for his last over. Sliced away. Backward point, Mukesh Thakur, he can't do nothing wrong. Just grabs hold to that somehow. It is an exceptional running catch.
Yeah, that is a fantastic catch. Before he bowled that last over, he'd not been able to stop a 4. I didn't really think he was going to get to this, but he's absolutely taken it brilliantly.
Richard, that's it. He's got his fifer. This wicket belongs to him. Sachin Banamali did the right thing, had to go for it. Couldn't manage to get that over Mukesh. Very good from Thailand here. This is the phase where they had to be ruthless. And their golden boy, pretty much in his second game with the ball now on the field, has been ruthless. Akshay Puri will try and get Ramesh back on strike. And Singapore need to be careful that they don't get bowled out. Use all the deliveries that you get. Akshay does the right thing.
Be a great achievement for Thailand if they can bowl out Singapore.
I think to Ramesh, the plan will be same. Slower cutters outside the off. To the base of middle stump, the Yorker comes from Andre much quicker. And Ramesh has done well once again to dig that one out. Not for a boundary though, only for a run. Don't think the batter was ready, and Andre Kodze had already started running. But such is the flow and rhythm of the run-up that he can almost do that.
That's right, it's metronomic really. It actually took him 2 balls to get into his rhythm with a boundary and a 4-leg byes just down the leg side, and since then it's been excellent.
Excellent. Takes it away from the right-hander. So much skill on display. We are watching something really special. 2 games on the trot. The execution that he's shown is just phenomenal. Gets it to swing 2 with the new ball. Has got a mean bouncer. We just saw the Yorker. He's got the full package. Another slowy. It's been chipped. Won't carry to that cover fielder. Was deceived with that, Akshay. Great over from Andre. 1 for 14 for him. Last over. Thakur will bowl that. Singapore will try and get as many as they can. Only Chanchai hasn't picked up a wicket. Everyone else, they've kept it tight too, which is why Singapore are still below par, you'd like to believe.
You certainly would hope that Thailand would have a good chance of chasing anything under 120.
Round the wicket. Straight to that fielder. That shouldn't have been a run.
That in fact is the score they made against Japan in their first match. 45 off the first 3 overs. Will Thailand's openers attempt to bat like that again?
I think they will. That's what their captain confirmed at the toss. Into the body that has worked. Just cramping Ramesh with the angle.
And Thailand have got an extra batsman today with the addition of Daniel Jacobs.
Yes, looking at the team sheet, I thought it's his secondary skill, left arm spin. But they already had too many left arm spinners, so Jacobs just bats. Slower delivery. Has he picked this up? Yes, he has. Beyond everyone and everything. 14 from 9. Certainly Ramesh gives Singapore that hope. It was a back of the hand slowy. But how well has Ramesh timed this off the middle of the bat?
And it's the first 6 of the innings.
Can he get the second one too? Short ball, too quick for him. He'll come back for the second. And make it 2. And allow himself another 2 deliveries to hit big. He gets one more, they get up to 120.
A useful innings from Ramesh, because 16 off 10, strike rate of 160, must be the best of the innings.
Where does Mukesh go? I don't think they should have taken that run, Richard. Ramesh should have backed himself to bat for the last ball too. I understand you want to take whatever you can, but at this point of time you got to back yourself, back your skills. Unless he knows something about Akshay that we haven't picked up so far. Last ball of the innings. Mukesh, can he get a fifer? He can't. He's missed leg stump. And obviously the keeper has done his work. Ramesh is disappointed because he thinks that could have been given a wide. I don't think it was, because Akshay had already shuffled. That's what the umpire is having a conversation with Ramesh. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah. Batsman had gone way across. And that's the end of the innings.
Bit of an anti-climax. You would have wanted Ramesh on strike. Not to be. 116, as it turns out, is the target for Thailand in a must-win game. The morning, the day so far has belonged to Mukesh. 4 wickets, 3 very much in the first over. Well supported by his partner, Andre Kodze. So then we will dive into a breather. Just before, let's look at how they got to 115. Couple of 20s from Aman and Avi. They tried to get the scoring done but couldn't finish it the way they wanted. Then Ramesh Kalimuthu getting those 16 runs, helping their cause. As far as Thailand, their spinners responded to the challenge brilliantly too. 4 for 23, pick of the lot, but then everyone else chipped in. Only Chanchai unable to pick up a wicket. 17 extras, they'll look at that. And look at this score. Required run rate of 5.8. You'd like to believe it doesn't matter. We'll dive into a short break, see how Thailand go about this chase.
line by
third up. Aman on strike. Aman misses a straight ball that is out. Aman thinks he's got bat onto that one. He's disappointed. Reza finds deep. $116 is the ask for Thailand. And what we have seen from their first outing with the bat, this will be entertaining. no matter which way it goes. Daniel Jacobs is the inclusion in the side. He's the extra batter Richard was talking about. And he'll be up against Ramesh, who with his slingy action will try and get the ball back in. Chalavimwong looked $1 million in that stay. 6 fours and a 6 for Chalavimwong. Runs with the bat will really inspire Ramesh to create magic with the new ball. Aritra Datta has stationed himself at wide-ish first slip. Ramesh has a deep square leg and a third man on the boundary. Last minute strategy is there. Here we go. Played away defensively. Interesting, Jacobs, who was sitting out in that game and watched the entire batting order go hammer and tongs. How he inculcates that approach. He started being ultra defensive here. And 2 kg deliveries from Ramesh. Tucking the left-hander, no room. Again, awkwardly defended. 3 deliveries, all of them targeting the rib cage of Jacobs. Trying to push him back. So that he can bowl length outside the off stump, which shapes away. Fantastic planning and execution with the new ball. This was that delivery that was quicker, slanted away from the left-hander. Nishant, you definitely enjoy this new ball work. Pushes him back once again.
Yes, it's good fun. Ramesh doing a pretty good job here of bowling well with the new ball, 5 dot balls to start with. Always a good thing to see. And that is a maiden over to start proceedings. Excellent start for Singapore. Thailand none for none after the first over.
Sachin Banwali, who didn't get his run-up right for that first spell in that opening game, starts with a fuller ball outside the off-stump, and Chalaweng Wong continues to take the aggressive route, fluent drive.
Yes, Chalaweng Wong, I think his intentions will be pretty clear. That is to keep playing the natural game that he played in the previous game as well. Flicked away straight to the fielder. Shot fine. A fumble will ensure that the single is taken comfortably. First runs on the board for Thailand. Chalaweng Wong off the mark.
Sachin got the ball to shape into the right-hander for that particular delivery. Let's see if he continues to do the same against Jacobs, who played out a maiden from Ramesh. That will definitely bring Aritra Datta, the slip fielder, in play. Only of the inside half of the bat, Jacobs' first scoring shot. In that innings where he got 6 fours, there was plenty of them through the offside. How he could access the ball. Short ball, strong shot indeed. Diving stop, great stop from Puri.
Very nicely done there. Excellent fielding, no two ways about it.
Suddenly that just lifted everyone's spirit. Airborne, the ball had passed him.
Full delivery this time, played away towards mid-on. That is a dot ball.
"11 balls into this chase." You can safely say Thailand, they've tweaked that approach, which is now they're looking to play the merit of the ball.
Down the leg side this time. That'll be a wide.
And that's like, everything is right about that. I think you really got to trust the process, and that is true. You got to look at the bigger picture, which is first set of points on the board, and to stay in the tournament. Across the line, he's missed it. 5 from the first 2 overs. Ramesh into his second. Slanting across the left-hander. Jacobs thought he could cut that one away. He was too late onto that shot. Bounce and carry for Ramesh. He's hitting the deck hard here.
And I get a feeling that all that aggressive approach would have really worked out well in this particular run chase. Beautiful delivery.
He's landing everything on the money here. And a part of Jacobs is actually waiting for the one that is coming back in, which is why he stayed leg side of the ball all the way through in this spell.
Jacobs has been struggling, 1 of 9.
Gully moves to slip. Outside edge. It was waiting to happen. After playing and missing again and again, Jacobs doesn't miss. Gets a faint tickle to the keeper. Early strike for Singapore.
Yes, again, pretty much back of a length. Jacobs looking to force it through the offside. Gets the outside edge. The catch taken. He departs for 1 of 10.
Akshay Kumar Palakdhari in at number 3. Even he looked fluent for those 2 boundaries that he got.
What Thailand might do here by not going for the shots or going for the runs is that they might just make this run chase a lot tougher than it is.
If they start second guessing themselves at any point of time, that's trouble. Especially in a low, slow run chase. If it's a low score and you approach it with positivity, especially inside the power play, you give yourself time later on, just in case something goes wrong. If you've already bought that time inside the power play, you really have to cover up. Under pressure in the tournament early on, Thailand don't want to be in that position.
Yes, and more so because a defeat here would probably shut the doors. That's not something they want.
And for Singapore, it's about keeping the basics and hoping once again that they can put the Thailand batting under the hammer. 3 tight overs from their new ball bowlers, 5 for 1. Ramesh is yet to concede a run. Because Aritra Datta is standing in the slips, all the talking to the bowlers, reconfirming their plans is being done by Surendran Chandramohan, who's missed out with the bat today, but very much adding value to the team by constantly having a word with the new ball bowlers, working with the captain, of course. No slip for Sachin, because he's been trying to get the ball back into the right-hander. Wide.
Three over 6 for 1. In the previous game, they were 45 without loss in the first 3 overs. Excellent delivery. Push towards mid-on for a dot ball again. So the required rate has now gone to 6.5 runs per over. And a lot of little kids out here to watch this game, support Thailand.
No better stage to inspire a young fan. Would want to grow up and be like Shalom Wong, who walks down the track, trusting the stroke play through the offside. Will just chip it over the inner circle though. Looked like Sachin took a bit of pace off that delivery.
Yeah, so that will be a couple of runs then.
I think he's tensed.
Pretty much so. I'm pretty sure all supporters of Thailand are in that frame of mind right now. Short ball pulled. And they will pick up 2 more. He again didn't quite time it as well as he would have liked to. Will pick up 2.
Sachin mixing things up. This was the effort ball. And for that third ball, Sachin is holding that cross seam. Through the offside, will beat mid-off. Chalawem Wong finally gets that boundary that he wanted.
Yes, first boundary of the innings coming in the 4th over. That was a good looking shot, a proper cricketing shot. It was nicely punched through the offside. Sachin proving to be expensive now. Let's look at that easy drive. Just past mid-off. Off the outside edge and almost. Well, I get a feeling that did carry. And it will go down as a drop chance.
It did. Kinda straightforward as well. Yes, Rohan was diving in front and it's never easy. But the ball comfortably carried. And that's why he could have just held on to that. Real opportunity to get the second strike in. Nicely played away. This time, Rohan doesn't let go of the ball. 4 done, 15 for 1. very early into the attack is the leggy, Harsha Bharadwaj. So Aritra Datta just going through the changes, trying to figure out which bowler has the maximum impact at this stage of the game. He starts really well. Bite and turn for the leggy first up.
Yes, he'll be happy with that turn for sure. And if he gets the ball to turn like that, then nothing like it. Reverse attempted this time, more like a switch hit there. Not quite timing it.
Good option from Chalawamwong. Just with the short third fielder there. You can get it over or to the left or the right, you get a boundary. This will make Harsha bowler touch slower now. Just like that. And it allows Chalawamwong the space and the time to push it for a run. Good cricket.
So dot and one. That is this over so far. Akshay Kumar will be on strike now. 100 needed for Thailand to win this game.
Lets that one go. Smart option. Because of the turn Harsha has now got, both of these right-handers will be thinking twice before pushing at anything outside off. And he's trying to bowl the in-between length where you think it's short enough to cut, but you can't.
That was short enough to pull, and that's been pulled away beautifully by Akshay Kumar. He gets off the mark with a boundary.
Tending to the handkerchief, almost signaling that it slipped out of his fingers. Can happen. Still a very newish ball. But you accept that. You've given the leggy an over inside the power play. One short ball, the odd full toss, acceptable. As long as you can bowl 3-4 good balls, wicket-taking deliveries, get in. 2 short balls in fact, and both will be boundaries. Akshay Kumar gets the reprieve through the offside now. 24 for 1. Somebody else had to match Ramesh with the kind of discipline he's shown. 11 dot balls in the 2 overs that he's bowled.
Well, he did well with the bat, Anish. Now it's time for him to show what he has got with the ball. Starts off with a full delivery outside the off stump. That has been beautifully driven by Chalawamwong.
He's just seen the leg spinner turn it big and still starts from way outside the off. Over-pitched. Towards the end of this power play, Thailand really getting back into their scoring zone. Both the spinners have now conceded 3 boundaries inside 7 balls.
And that's 3 boundaries and a 6. The last 4 balls, 4, 4, 4, 6.
That is high quality. That's perhaps the best shot that he's played in the innings. Look at him wait for it. allowed the ball to get underneath, kept his hands inside, and then the extension. 10 from the first two. Back to the bowler. Better line.
And slightly better length as well. That's again wide room offered, but there is protection in the deep. So that will just be a single.
Two balls to go. We've got the runs for this over. That's why Akshay Kumar can find space through the offside, rotate the strike, make that into a 12-run over. This partnership would have instilled a lot of faith and belief in that dugout just after losing that early wicket. Both of them striking boundaries with ease now.
So a dot ball will finish the power play. 6 ball, it's 36 for 1.
Ramesh began with a wicket maiden. That's the solitary wicket that Thailand lost since then. These two have put the loose balls away, especially from the two spinners that we have seen on display. Looks like Aritra will quickly go to the third spinner. Now the right arm off spinner, so variety in this spin attack. If you go through all of them, somebody is bound to get it right.
Yes, and that's what Singapore will be expecting here. Somebody to get it right. Soft hands wanted a single sent back by Chaloem Wong.
Spread out field on leg side. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long gone.
Bit of turn this time. They go for a single. Slightly hesitant at first, but finally managing to complete it there.
Required a better throw. Harsha Bharadwaj running in from backward point. Better throw, and this was tighter. Underarm flick onto the stumps. Not wider. Got to create these half chances, especially when you've scored 115.
Catch it, cries, and it lands well short of the fielder. So just a single.
Strange option against the turn, taking on the boundary rider. Very lucky not to have timed it well enough. Along the carpet with the turn. That's more like it.
Here's a dot followed by 3 singles in this over. That's what they've got to do now. Got the start they needed.
So far Akshay hasn't bowled the flatter, quicker delivery. It's been all looped up. Single to sweeper.
He's also batting a runner ball now. 11 of 11.
Do you go back to Harsha again after this, or actually give the left-arm spinner another go?
Nicely driven off the back foot. Single taken. That'll be the end of the over. 7 overs bowled. It's 41 for 1.
Well, ringing so many changes is ensured both of these batters haven't gotten used to one particular bowler.
Akshay dives and makes the save. Good stop that from him.
Much better line to start this particular over, straighter. When you're finding turn, bowling at the stumps as a left-arm spinner to the right-hander is the best option. That makes the right-hander go inside the line of the ball. Direct throw this time. Was he not grounding the bat?
Well, he certainly was. It didn't look like as if he was. Umpire seems confident that he's made it.
Because when they started running, it looked like a comfortable single.
Chalam Wong on strike. Anish into his second over here. Didn't quite get it right on that occasion. Was looking to slap it away, under edging it onto the ground. That is a dot ball again.
Also, I think in this over, he's bowled with a quicker pace than how he started the spell. This was the attempted run out. Yeah, he was not. Only a single. That is dangerous. That's not a habit you'd want to have as a batter, where you're just walking to the crease.
And that seemed to be a lot closer. Really. Much closer than we thought.
Only if we could slow it down. Third single of the over.
Yeah, so they're happy knocking it around now. With the field spread out, the options of getting the singles have increased.
Required run rate under 6. So you can afford to do this. Until you really see that ball so well that you can hit the side screen. Ends the over with a boundary, makes it into a 7-run over. This partnership now helping Thailand to consolidate 48 for 1. Good captaincy from Aritra here, realizing that this partnership is just threatening to take the game away. And so he's brought back his strike bowler.
Two overs, no run conceded. It's nicely played towards a deep backward point for a single by Akshay. Partnership between these two has moved on to 44 of 34 deliveries.
He's got the right bowler back, but has he got the right field? Still 4 fielders inside the circle, all at the edge of the circle. Although you can argue with Chalawem Wong, even the boundary riders are catching fielders. Pulled off the front foot over everyone. Quite a remarkable shot that is. Dug into the surface. And he has pounced on it. That is a proper smack. That takes the scoreboard to 55 for 1. Remarkable indeed. Lovely fast hands through the ball.
And that's a poor delivery. Full toss on the legs is always an invitation for the batsman to go for the shot. He gets it right, gets it past the infielder and follows up the 6 with the boundary.
Yeah, I can't blame Ramesh for going for that. Just the execution went wrong. Less than a run a ball now because of the flurry of boundaries they've got after the power play. Change in the field. Short fine leg goes to deep fine leg, giving him more protection for that Yorker. And he wants the long on up to mid-on. Trying to keep the batter guessing in terms of length.
Opens the face of the blade slightly. There's running it down towards third man for a single. No runs in the first 2 overs. 12 of the first 4 balls of the third over. And Thailand have perfectly shown when you blend caution with aggression, what happens. That'll be a wide. Ramesh has lost his radar completely in this over then.
Yes, this run chase is more about how well Thailand have balanced that aggressive intent. Soft hands, very, very well played from Akshay Kumar. Having got the runs and more than the runs they need, just trying to rotate, consolidate.
That gap between balls remaining and runs required is widening in Thailand's favor here. Defensive push, dot ball, that will be the end of the over. 9 bowled at 62 for 1.
Avi Dikshit, who batted for a while there. Wasn't able to convert that start. Let's hope he's got something special up his sleeves. The short ones though.
Akshay Kumar has understood his role perfectly here and has executed well as well. And Avi starts off with a wide ball down the leg side.
Looked like a quicker ball first up. Straight away wanted to go for the wickets. That's been evident in the way they have bowled as well. Trying to create chances. Maybe at some point of time all they had to do was go back to good old-fashioned defensive T20 bowling, which case they showed in their second game while bowling first on a decent surface. They never gave anything away. That's gone horribly wide down the offside, very close to be called a no ball too.
Excellent take by the wicket-keeper there.
What do you think is the issue? He's not warmed up well enough.
He spent so much time batting. Again shot and wide, cut away, straight to the fielder. Something has come of those two wide deliveries. Rohan takes the catch this time.
Yeah, muted celebrations from Avi. But it doesn't matter. Goes into the scorebook very much. Has caught deep backward, in fact, caught backward point. And Rohan, who had dropped the catch before, has made amends for that. Akshay Kumar, after building a little partnership, returns to the dugout. Coach of Singapore was very much a part of that hurdle, and it looked like a longer speech as Austin Vincent Lazarus, the captain of Thailand, who looked prolific for the couple of boundaries that he got, is out there in the middle. Singapore believe they've got a real window of opportunity.
Back of a length this time, pushed back to the bowler. That is a dot ball, so that is straight away after that wicket. Suddenly the line is perfect.
Yes, no matter what state you are in as a bowler, very second you pick up a wicket, just everything changes. think because the mindset differs, mindset becomes supreme. Body just follows.
Again on the stumps, tucked away. Dot ball.
He's an entirely different bowler. Suddenly you can find rhythm, not just in terms of the length and the line, but in terms of run up. Now bowling in straight lines, of course. Field is the same for the new batter. Just as I say that, he's slightly moved the deep square leg fielder a lot straighter.
Again, very well bowled in that channel. A little bit of a fumble. They wanted a single, sent back. Just about the right time. So after those couple of wides, Avi Dikshit has found his rhythm.
Although the Thailand fans must be breathing easy having seen their captain play 3 defensive shots to begin this run chase.
And that's down the leg side. Just when you thought that he's found his rhythm.
Yeah, went for the wicket ball. After 3 deliveries in and around the hard length, this was supposed to be the fuller in swinger. Unable to control that. What he'll be hoping is to hide one of these 2 deliveries just outside the off stump. And he does it. And Austin did go and push at that, but not hard enough. Only with soft hands.
So final delivery of the over from Avi Dikshit. Austin will be on strike.
More of the same, please. And driven nicely, confidently. He is off the mark. 10 done, 66 for 2.
And it will be a time for a drink. I beg your pardon, the drinks was done. So Thailand need 50 of 60 deliveries, being joined in by Richard. Well, Richard, how are you feeling?
Well, nervous, of course. 50 off 10 overs, you'd think it'd be a walk in the park, but I think there's a lot of cricket to be played. Certainly the opener, Chalamong, batted brilliantly again.
So a lot will depend on how Austin plays here. He has to play responsibly. Play, as the old cliche goes, the captain's knock.
Well, that's right. He's the captain of Thailand. He's just qualified after already coaching the teams previously, and he captains the Thailand Cricket Club with a lot of these junior players in the Bangkok League. So he's used to leading from the front.
Chalam Wong on strike right now. He plays it with soft hands, picks up a single.
But he's scored 31 off 12 balls in the first match, and now 43 off 28. Can he see it through? Can he get to the 50 mark and beyond?
Off the back foot, easily driven. And that's what they need to do. Just knock the ball around, pick up the ones. They've got 8 wickets in hand. That's a lot.
And at a similar stage, Singapore were 44 for 5, so they're well ahead on comparison.
Well, Chaloing Wong looking to hit it towards mid-wicket. Gets beaten completely. That's a dot ball. .43 of 28 for him. And that's into the gap. He's coming back for the second.
It's well run for 2 there. 5 runs have come off the over already, so they've got the required rate under control. I think if the captain plays sensibly, the other batsman at the other end will follow suit.
Last ball of the over from Harsha. There's the one that comes in slightly, that's been clipped away for a single. 6 runs of the over. 11 bowls, 72 for 2. Avi Dixit to bowl. Successful first over, picked up a wicket, breaking the partnership. Can he follow up? What options you think Singapore have right now?
Well, they definitely need to take wickets. Perhaps they're just expecting Thailand to hit the ball in the air again like they did in the first match. But it looks like a more cautious approach, or more measured approach rather.
Because they didn't really go hammer and tongs in the power play at the top. Just kind of decided to play to the merit of the ball.
They still got 33 from being in a position of 3 for 1, so they made 36 in the power play. And probably that is the time to play your shots with the field in. It's just to keep going even through these middle overs is a bit more, I'm a bit more unsure of that tactic.
Yeah, but if we see, then Chalo M. Wong is just about toned down a little. That's a good shot. But straight to the fielder there. Just a single after 3 dot balls.
Yeah, as long as they can get singles off most balls, they'll be up with the rate. It's only if we'd already had 2 maidens in the first 3 overs. If there's a maiden or 2 now, they might start panicking. But at the moment, it's all nice and calm.
Slapped away, straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. the fourth dot ball of the over here. That's uppish and dropped. Has he dropped the game here?
That's a bit of fortune that Thailand might need here. That was just straight to mid-off.
Oh, he just made a mess of it on that occasion. That should have been taken. That will be the end of the over then. It's 73 for 2 after 12. So Harsha will bowl his third. None for 15 in his 2 overs. Chalai Wong has pushed that towards long off for a single.
That's it. A single every ball. Nice and easy.
And that's the googly again. Nicely played by Austin towards backward square for a single. It's that situation of the game where one good over either way will make things interesting. Now he's decided to go round the wicket to the right-hander. That's interesting. Good looking drive. Just a single.
It's nice to see Chalai Wong batting so sensibly, just able to take a single almost every ball.
Full toss. He was looking to hit it across, but only managing to hit it towards long gone. Just a single.
So 1 run for his 50.
Very well bowled and very well played as well. That will be a half century for Chalai Wong.
And it's brilliant. He hasn't just hit 31 off 12. He's looking like he can see it through to a major innings. 50 off 38 balls.
Comes down the track on that equation. There was a risk involved in that. But that's 6 singles and another picket fence. 13 bowled, 79 for 2. It's just the second 50 for Thailand in T20 cricket. First one hit by Pathan. And the second one by Chaloem Wong. 5 years separating the two knocks. Avi Dikshit to bowl his third. Comes down the track. And that's beautifully played into the gap. And he starts the over with a boundary. That's pressure on Avi now.
Yes, he waited for the bad ball, and there it was, and he hit it through the covers for 4.
He moves into double figures now, Austin. And he goes again, but straight to the fielder. He was looking to hit it wide of that fielder at mid-off.
Well, I must admit he had his chance in the last over when mid-off dropped a fairly simple chance. But he's got to take the opportunity here. He's hit a boundary this over. Can build a winning score here.
So 4 ... That's this over. We've somehow managed to stay above in this run chase. Thailand, with 8 wickets in hand, definitely look like favourites at this point in time. Comes down the track, looks to go for the big shot. Appeal. The finger has gone up. Avi Dikshit has struck. And the skipper has to walk back to the pavilion. Do we have a twist in the tail?
He didn't make the most of that drop catch. That was not a very pretty shot. Austin out for 10 of 16 balls. John Drake Hertzer comes to the crease. He did bat sensibly in the game against Japan, scoring 30 runs of 28 balls. If he can be at the crease at the end of the innings, I think Thailand will have won.
Absolutely. And now, I think either of these two stays till the end and Thailand will win. Avi Dikshit sticking to over the wicket to the left-hander and bowls a poor delivery. But there is protection in the deep. Kodzi is off the mark. Oh, big shot attempted, big shot attempted. Avi can't believe. Well, that is a dot ball to finish the over. 5 of it, 14 bowled, 84 for 3. So Akshay is back in the attack. None for 5 in his solitary over. With the left-hander in, the off-spinner ball straight away. Appeal for a leg before. That would have been close, but I think it was going down the leg side.
Yes, Kalidas does sometimes delay his decision, so we're all on tenterhooks, but that's definitely missing leg stump.
Clipped away, quick single taken, but that will be it. So now with Chalo Mwong on strike, how does Akshay react to it? I think he should stick to bowling round the wicket.
Still plenty of gaps for the batsman to just guide the ball for a single.
That's what they need to do. Nothing out of the ordinary. And he does bowl round the wicket. The idea will be here to not give him any room to free his arms. That's more like it. That's exactly the ploy. Force Chalo Mwong to do something out of the ordinary. He comes down the track, has picked it up. Very nicely done, but straight to the fielder. So that'll just be a single. And now Akshay would want to bowl the next couple of balls to Andre. Do not give him the single of the 5th ball. That's nicely played. And just a single there. So the single has been taken.
It's been a couple of powerful shots in the last 2 balls, but still only got a single for both of them. Could easily have been a pair of 4s. Good fielding for Singapore.
There's a well thought out strategy with the ball as well. Oh, almost dragged it back on. That's exactly what you want him to do. Single to finish over number 15. It's 88 for 3. 28 needed of 30. That's the match coming up. Maldives taking on Japan in the afternoon match. Match number 12. But there's plenty of action remaining in this particular game before we head into that.
Are we into his last over? Cotton bowl it could have been. Very difficult though. It was struck really hard by Chalo Mwong. Half a chance indeed. Only fingertips. Had that been taken, this game would have turned. Now Thailand still in the driver's seat, you'd like to assume. Down the track, missed it. That's how the captain got out. When Austin played that shot, mid-off was still inside the circle. This time, there was a long off. And that's where Chalo Mwong wanted to hit the ball. Runner ball 28. Set batter batting on 52 out of 44 balls. Must and surely bat till the end. Base of the stumps, good option. They'll get the single. Midon was interested in that run-out chance.
So the first single of the over, off the third ball. Anxiety is rising. But it still should be a simple chase.
Which is why they shouldn't be anxious at all. At least these two out there in the middle. Andre Kodze, you'd like to believe with the amount of cricket he's played, he must be breathing easy. He comes down the track too. That is deflected off the stumps by the keeper. And he was appealing as well.
Well, the chase we saw yesterday with Cambodia, they needed about 8 or 9 and over, so they needed to get a boundary each over as well as the singles. And Etienne Bukes managed it superbly. But Thailand don't even need a boundary every over, but I think they are looking for that boundary to ease the pressure.
Yeah, they are. It's a hack on the onside. Ramesh is back at deep fine leg. By the time he comes around, there is 2 on offer. Direct throw from the deep. Kodse thinks he's home. We will just check it upstairs just in case. Bat in the air, could it be? Bat in the air, could it be? Third umpire looking at split frames. Suddenly this game hanging in balance. If that goes Singapore's way, Thailand will have to rethink how they approach these rest of the runs. It's a tough call. Richard, what do you think?
Well, the bat is definitely over the line, but the point is, has he grounded the bat? Is it grounded?
Well, I mean, the third umpire would need conclusive evidence that Andre Kodze and this angle might help him. I think that is still in the air by the time the bails were removed off the groove. This could be really tight here. Oh, you don't want to be the third umpire to make that call. That is so dicey. Andre Kodze not grounding the bat, only trying to plonk it.
You can see the shadow of the bat. That's normally a telltale sign that it hasn't been grounded.
Oh, which will mean this will be a direct throw run out from deep fine leg. And if that is the case, it's not the case as it turns out. Well, it was close and it's been ruled in favor of Andre Kodze. Sonia yet so far for Singapore. Now pulls it, deep backward square leg. Sachin out there. Only 4 runs, but plenty of drama from Avi's last over of the spell. He finishes with 2 for 14. Run a ball 24 needed. It's almost as if both of them happened at the same time. The bails going off the groove and the bat coming down. Andre has done well to get off strike against the offie and brings the set batter back on strike.
I think we've just got to put that behind us. Andre seemed to be struggling a bit to make his ground.
Now, previous over, Akshay did deliver his balls from round the wicket. He's gone back to over the wicket. Slows the pace down and beats Chalavam Wong here. I believe that is the way to go about it. Just in and around off stump, bowl it slow. See if Chalavam Wong wants to fetch it from there. Two leg side where three boundary riders are waiting for a miss hit. We know for a fact that he can reverse slap it too. That's another option. Top edge, but right over the keeper. Very, very lucky indeed. And goes to the ropes.
I have to say that is the perfect place to hit a boundary. There's nobody there, but he could have gone straight up in the air.
Yes, in the last half an hour or so, the rub of green has gone Thailand's way. There have been near misses every now and then. And this time, a genuine top edge. The bowler did everything right to beat the batter.
Two dropped catches, a very near run out, and now that top edge. But Chalam Wong has now made the highest score for Thailand in T20 internationals.
Would love to remember the day for the win. High quality cricket shot indeed. Exact opposite of the boundary that he got. First one behind the keeper, now behind the bowler goes Chalavam Wong. Moves to 61.
So is that the definition of a 360 cricketer? He can hit a boundary straight behind him and then hit another one straight in front of him.
100 up for Thailand, only 15 more needed. Drags it to that deep mid-wicket fielder.
So 10 off the over so far.
Oh, they'll get one more. Sloppy. I think the captain Aditya Datta was the backup fielder, but he thought Akshay, the bowler himself, is going to collect the ball. This over is not done yet. 11 already. And you'd like to believe Akshay hasn't bowled that badly.
No, maybe the 4 that went over the umpire's head.
Oh. No, falls in the gap. Between long on and deep mid-wicket for another couple of runs. Singapore would like to believe on another day one of these chances would have been converted, or more of them. But Thailand only need 11 more.
13 off that over.
Sachin Banamali will be given his third over from the far end. From the end, Avi Dikshit bowled really well. Kodze is on strike. The threat of off spin is well and truly over. Let's just hope that he finds a boundary or two as well. Makes this into even a quicker finish. Take care of the net run rate if you can. Charges at the bowler. finds long on. Do you think it is with the bat that Singapore would look back and say that's where they perhaps got behind in the game?
I remember the days of covering IPL and all, and whenever you lose 3 wickets in the power play, you're normally in trouble. And Singapore lost 3 wickets in the second over, and were 44 for 5 just in the 11th over.
Once again, he's found the gap on the boundary. Not just in terms of his power, but the placement in this innings has been phenomenal.
But like we said, if Singapore had scored 130 rather than 115, might well be a very different game.
Yes, quite a tame end to that innings, although they really did fight hard to get to that score. Runs from Ramesh down the order. Did nail the Yorker. Another single helps Thailand get closer and closer to first set of points. Which will leave plenty to think about for Singapore. Having won that first game convincingly. Looks like they'll fall short in this one.
Yes, 3 teams, if Thailand do see this through, 3 teams will be on 2 points. And with Japan and Maldives to play this afternoon, who's to say that Maldives won't also get 2 points?
That'll be some result. Definitely, for sure. Although Japan looked really strong in that first game. If Maldives can push Japan by points of that game, as you mentioned, this will be the group of death.
We definitely thought Singapore were the strongest team in the group with a world ranking of 36. And they looked impressive in the first round of matches by scoring 199. But Thailand, at ranked 74th, look like they can achieve a great victory.
Absolutely. And the blend of attack and defense and being solid, that really gave them a bright chance, and they have taken it too. Now 1 hit away. Chalaweng will get this one just over the ring field, and they'll come back for 2 more. Heading into the last 2 overs, Thailand only need 4 runs. Now, having discussed where Singapore might have lost this game, do you think difficult proposition for the officials now to decide the player of the match award? Thakur getting a 4 for, impactful with the ball, but Chalaweng really highest score for Thailand in the format. Through the infield, off he won't get there, that's the win. Arms go up high for Andre Kodze. And there comes the wholesome hug and the lift to Chalaweng, who finishes with 70 unbeaten, thanking the gods up there for a remarkable win indeed.
I know Saka did brilliantly in his first over with 3 wickets, but John Dre's reaction there to that young Thai opener, Chalamwong, lifting him off his feet. He's seen Thailand through to victory, batted throughout the innings, scored brilliantly in the first 6 overs again, but he's seen it through this time, 70 not out of 53 balls.
Yes, that's the innings that really helped their cause in this particular run chase. They get it done in 18.1 overs too. Andre Kodze supporting the young opener towards the end. And of course, the supporters are really happy. 1 for 18 is what Ramesh, he bowled his heart out with the opening spell. 2 for 14 for Avi Dikshit, who bowled with the semi-new ball. But then nothing in between for their spinners. And Singapore would have expected a bit of more spice from their spin bowlers in this particular surface. But they did make a match out of those 115 runs, especially how they started with the bat. Avi and Aman doing good recovery with the bat to take them to that score, and Mukesh was brilliant, of course, with the ball. In the run chase, Thailand did change their approach with the bat. They were much more sensible, and here is the result for them. They won this game by 7 wickets. Match number 12, Maldives take on Japan. That will be an exciting clash indeed. As we dive into a little breather, you'll meet Nishant Majidia on the other side of it.
Well, it's bright and sunny right now here at the TCG cricket ground, and of course it was a bright performance by the host nations Thailand to keep the group alive. Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match presentation of the ACC Challenger Cup. Before we begin, we'd like to thank the Asian Cricket Council and Cricket Association of Thailand for hosting this tournament. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, official streaming platform FanCode, official partners Dafa News and 1xBat, and commercial partners TCM. So in the 11th match of the tournament, Thailand have defeated Singapore by a comfortable margin of 7 wickets. Well played, Thailand. First up, I'd like to call the captain of Singapore, Aritra Datta, for a quick chat. Well, a win here would have ascertained a semi-final spot. Where do you think things went wrong?
I think just execution. It was going to be tricky for the first half an hour, but our batsmen didn't take the responsibility they needed to, and it's down to that. It's down to the first 10 overs and how we batted then, and it just wasn't good enough.
You still managed to pick up a few early wickets. You think you would have done anything differently with the ball? I
mean, maybe we didn't bowl the right areas on this wicket. It was not the flattest of wickets. Maybe our length should have been different, but credit goes to their batsmen for batting extremely well today.
Well, it's not all over yet. Still a chance. Good luck for that one.
Thank you very much.
That was Aritra Datta, captain of Singapore. A little disappointed, definitely, but at the opposite end of the spectrum, absolutely delighted. We have the captain of Thailand, Austin Lazarus. Well, Austin, quick wickets and the run chase seemed a little tricky.
Yeah, actually in the start we had a really good start from both the bowlers and they bowled really well. So we had a good start, but in the chase we could have been much more clinical. But really good maturity shown by Chalam for that age to be finishing the game off. It was really amazing.
And a slight change in strategy as well. You just tried to spend some time in the middle, all the batsmen today?
Yeah, naturally the first game didn't go well for us as batters. So we were taking the time. The score was not much, so spending some time in the middle.
Looking forward to qualifying now?
Yeah, definitely.
Well played. Congratulations. It was a tough call to decide who the player of the match was. One of the people involved in the decision will be giving away the award. The match referee, Mr. Iftikhar, can I please request him to come forward and join us? Well, as I said, tough decision. There was an all-round performance from Avi Dikshit, 23 of 23 and 2 for 14 in his 4 overs. Brilliant performance. Then a sensational catch and 4 for 23, picking up 3 wickets in 1 over. Mukesh Thakur bowled his heart out. But for keeping his head in the run chase and ensuring that Thailand went home, highest T20I score by an individual batsman for Thailand, Chalam Chatphaisan, the player of the match, for his unbeaten 70 of 53. He'll receive the trophy from Iftikhar. Excellent innings under pressure. Ensured that he didn't throw it away. Well, can we have a quick chat with you? What was going through your mind? Last game you batted brilliantly, today also, but you waited in the start. What was the plan?
ผมคิดว่าเล่นตามแผนแล้วก็มีความต้องการที่จะชนะแล้วก็เล่นแบบทำให้ทีมชนะโอเค
Just came back with a strategy from the last game to stay there longer, keep the game till the end, keep going and win the game for the country.
And highest T20I score for Thailand. How does that make you feel?
รู้สึกยังไงมี79คะแนนเยอะที่สุดของทีมชาติ
รู้สึกแบบดีใจแบบตั้งแต่ซ้อมมามันซ้อมมาเยอะแล้วก็แบบทำได้ก็จะดีใจ
Feels really proud about he has been training hard and finally executing as per plans and coming out with the result of the score. He's really happy with that.
Thank you very much and congratulations. Right then, Chalam Chatphaisan, a little shy with words but not shy with his shots at all. Fantastic performance. We've got another game lined up for the day. Japan take on Maldives in the next one. Till then, take care.